guys, it's John here, voice, and welcome back to Dangronpa. Now let's get, I was playing the game on my own, but I was playing the Magical Miracle Girl Monomies on my own time because that's fun. Let's just head to it. Let's just jump right into this.
Why you?
And shut up and stay put, you little stubborn lolita.
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing little girls. This is what's going on.
Jeez.
Yoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. So she's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of the island food chain.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, making me waste my sweet ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Ryuhito? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. See, this is me off. What the? His anger form changes form. I'm right here. Golly! This Monokuma doesn't skip arm day or ab day. He'd be freaking working on his triceps. Fujiko, you came. I was worried. There's nowhere for me to run. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it. But still, I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fujiko, what does that mean? Oh, so good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Anyway, looks like everyone's here. So let us depart.
See ya later!
I'll go first. Be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared for this yet.
Like,
Do you even have
Show
to
some
prepare?
spirit.
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy.
This too must be the will of causality.
It begins. The beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our high spirits so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right, I can only move forward is the only option. Okay, I forgot who died. Oh, my hero. Yeah, my hero's dead. That's not like a character that hurts.
you're so evil!
No matter how many times I see it, it's such a bad taste. The worst, the lowest, the most brutal taste. Like the hero wasn't even like the top favorite. I don't know why, but hold on, someone's calling me. I'll be back. Like, my hero wasn't even my favorite character to begin with. But I just also sad that she died. I also feel bad that she died. And then it stopped all the Aim, defeat the boring routine.
So,
I decided to start redecorating.
impossible! That is...
To go through the trouble of doing something elaborate, you don't... What are your true...
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, the killing game is just to kill time anyway. So they can prepare the minigame. Kill time.
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
That purpose is only gonna be weakness. For those who... Alright, let's get it started. My hero cousin Kozumi, ultimate photographer. Photographer. Alright, let's just get started. Yes, I would like to. Silent. This one. Trigger happy. That all I got? Kyle. Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it.
Or
After all, that game is the motive this time.
Kyoko.
Yeah,
not
you're
Kyoko.
right.
Or
Then let's try discussing that first.
that's my bet. It's either
I'm sure
Kyoko
everyone who's
or
beaten the game
Hideo.
already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So,
You look
I
like it.
think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are
Oh.
first.
Girl A, girl B, girl C, girl E. That was... she was shy, so I think that was... Mikan,
I
right?
see!
That play is my waifu!
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Don't worry.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
I'm gonna kill you, Yoga.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
Yeah, no cursing. Hold on, I think someone's calling me. Hold up.
I see!
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed.
Hold on, I'll do that.
She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Cap.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Hey,
Let's move on to Girl D.
let's move on. With Monokuma. Really, boy? Get a hold of yourself. I'm not Girl D, you know. Let me take a picture of your stupid face. Okay, say Barty Pickle's sister. What are you doing? Stop playing around with Monokuma. Sorry, I just had to get a funny option out of it. For you, Hito. Alright, it's
I see!
Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
That was...
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the staff roll.
Okay,
The names were
Sato
Sumiki,
and-
Koizumi, Sayonji, Mioda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
What? Reflection to you is the post. It's because... How old is this there?
Damn it!
Shit. It was the sister. He had a
I can
little-
prove it with this!
I wasn't sure.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Oh, he mentioned it. I wasn't paying.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch! Oh.
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
The first victim, right there. Girl who got that.
I see!
I see.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
Ooh.
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
No, you don't shut up and just continue.
That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school
How the heck is
girl,
Hajime?
is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
How the heck is Hajime looking so freaking serious at Yoko and she's looking back? Like, what the heck?
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
The hell?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
He also has a strange
Hey,
library.
no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My,
There
such
was a bat.
horrible times we live
I heard
in.
there was a bat
Why
too
did
used
this
at the scene.
happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Girl E was
I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
And we're gonna object
Which
to that.
means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Yeah, it's already pretty obvious.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
Yep.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we
Make
can
more
focus on the
setup.
case.
Let her explain.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately,
Kind of
they
reminds me
climbed the
of
stairs to the
Final
second
Fantasy
floor
TV
and headed to where they heard that sound.
Not a Final Fantasy. Yeah. Final
Girl
Fantasy.
E was in
single
front of
player.
the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Whooping your...
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Yeah.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can...
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
Nah, she ain't that fast.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Make your argument. Alright, let's listen to the conversation.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
No. Oh, wait.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, they didn't hear the sound
How
of
was
the window.
she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the, you need to go through. Plus, I think the other 4 girls.
At the entrance, heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Alright. I'll be back.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music.
So the sound of breaking glass that the four girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the four girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see! Now the mystery has been solved!
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was!
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one!
The weapon is pretty unconventional! The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
What's this? Oh, actually very different. Wow.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
Could be
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
Fine.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death with her fists!
a weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
The higher that bit. Even if you...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the...
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
No.
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big?
Investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had.
Was there a weapon with blood?
She beat her to death with her fist!
Hockey game's really quick.
Damn it!
Damn!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
Non-conviction.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her.
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stains.
Damn it, I'm getting